But yeah, I was just looking at my lore and forgot that we were doing that one that we did, and this
Yeah.
time I won't call Patches Filthy Man, and that's good.
Slightly different people.
Yeah, and I think if we talk to him before we kill all the monsters, then his dialogue will make more sense. But yeah,
Let's try to do that. I'm gonna stay offline to keep my thing going, and we are Norn Rod. I was messing around, obviously, as you can see. Got some different characters. Should be this one. Yeah. Trying some different aspects with the games. We got our scimitar. Just trying to remember where we were. I
okay.
think do we?
You're not in the meet.google.com right now, and
Oh,
so I have no video.
I'll jump onto that. Hold up.
That will make my commentary much better, much
You're,
better.
you're like, I'm sure you're playing. I'm sure you're doing something, Patrick.
Boy, did you see what that thing that just happened? Man, I was not expecting that.
Did you see that ludicrous display last night?
And the problem with Arsenal is they always try to walk it in.
And boom.
I want to go back to being weird.
Now, all right. Now you should be able to see it.
Excellent, and I do.
Yeah. So we have successfully killed ourselves, and we did a little leveling up. And I want to take a slight detour. I think we're going to take a couple detours. I'm going to go grab the Crescent Falchion. Oh, before I do that, I mean, I guess I can take a minute to say this is not what normal people do when they play Demon Souls. I'm just going to go grab a couple weapons that are going to enhance our enjoyment and hopefully make sure I don't die as much.
And so if you're watching this and you haven't played through it, these are some items that we find really helpful against certain bosses. So you might want to follow our path.
Yeah, exactly. This is not what people would normally suggest. However, or I should say, not suggested to the beginners. However, once you see what we're doing, you'll see it's actually pretty advantageous. I don't know if that looks better to you.
Yes.
Still pretty
Yes, it
dark.
does.
Oh, it's better. Okay.
Well, I also had, I realized that I was running night mode on mine. So I think we should take this part out. So,
Yeah.
and so having played this game, in particular, going for trophies and the platinum and everything, because you had done 100% playthrough on the PS3 version.
Yes.
And we are recreating that with this remake. And so this is the path this is Patrick's Demon Souls path. Take from it what you will.
Exactly. I mean, I will say I'm not doing like crazy speed runs or anything. You're not going to find different ways to cheese the game.
I
you may
like
find
that
some
rockfall
tips.
we saw just a minute ago. That was really cool.
Yeah. There's some really cool things. You're going to see one coming up in the next area. You're going to see something that I think is one of the coolest parts that I've seen so far in the game. Let me make sure. Did I successfully grab that item when I was over there? Let me walk up to safety real quick. Oh, you can also walk a little go up a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
It's not terribly fast, but just make sure. We did. We got the Morning Star. This, while we are not really strong enough to wield it, we're going to dual wield it. It's going to help us in the next area. So that's literally all we're doing here for now. Because in classic D&D form, skeletons take a lot of damage from blunt.
And in this game, it's called crushing.
Yeah, that's what it is. I forgot. Because then we have sharp. What are our...
There's piercing, crushing, and then like the magic and the fire damage and things like that. So, and poison, I believe.
Yes. Which, another bit of, not trivia, tips. Almost said trivia. I'm like, that's not what I meant.
I did not notice until just now that the preview of the area includes the
Mhm.
lightning strike. That's awesome.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That's actually my favorite part of this coming up. Oh, what am I doing? Forgot to actually equip the weapon that I wanted to equip. I mean, I guess I could do this, or I could do that.
That seems to have worked.
It's super effective. I did do a little bit of practicing on my parry because I got a little scared of it when you brought it up last time, or not last time, but a couple times ago.
So are you doing Morningstar now?
That right there, I am doing Morningstar right now. I was so excited about that lightning strike that just happened.
Yeah.
Ah, it's so pretty. So now we're gonna dual wield, which, like I said, is more effective. This is still not a great place to be in when you just started, but that's okay.
Well, we're not going to be here for long. It'll be all right. Don't worry,
Exactly.
kids.
I could do it. I should.
Nod will be okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine. You know, we're just gonna do that. Oh, come on, really? There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, still, I don't have enough strength to wield it well, so it didn't do that. It didn't do that great of damage.
See, but
But
that's
that's
one of
fine.
the fun things about Demon Souls for me
Mhm.
is you can. There's a lot of things that you can use somewhat well,
Mhm.
and if you can manage to balance a couple of different weapon styles
Mhm.
and hold them all at one time, because like you were using this with a shield, like if you parry and then you two hand, and like
Mhm.
there's a
Mhm.
lot of advanced techniques you can do with it. Dodging arrows, also a good technique,
They thankfully move slow, so
and visibly.
yes.
Take that, Hawkeye.
Yeah, and like you said, we're not going to be here very long. We're just kind of getting a little taste. We're kiting enemies one by one, because you use different moves when fighting half a dozen people than
It's
you do when you're
true.
fighting one. That was amateur hour right there. Go. Ah. I also tested to see
Nice. You
how
ducked under it. That was
that was
beautiful.
that was expert right there. I also did test, which I don't think we're going to get to today, but I tested how long. All right, yeah, you just go off that way. That's fine.
Noble sir, farewell.
Yes, I tested how long would take to kill the red dragon in the old school bridge, and it took me 40 some minutes.
Yep. Sounds about right.
40 minutes and some change, and I was like, okay, it's definitely something you can do. I'll probably do it, as we mentioned, I'll do it when it's just myself, and I'll clip it in here to one of our videos, as it's boring, but it really does helps a lot of things, and you get pure white world tendency early, which is
Hmm.
cool.
So the Talisman of God that you just picked up,
Yes.
before we enter the door, let's check that out.
And check out the looking at the description. We wanted to see what you want to check out.
Well, we've had a catalyst, but this is our first our this character's first shot
Hmm.
at casting miracles. So
That's true.
that is a very helpful thing. I like to have heal
Hmm.
and go through those before I go through my grass,
Hmm.
and that allows me to stack a lot up for the end where I
Yep.
die a lot.
Also, playing a character who's not purely magic, even though I'm specking heavily into magic, but having melee weapons and using melee weapons really helps to save that mana for later, because for like you said, if you need to use it for heals or whatever you need to use it for. So we're going to go left. There are some really cool items that I could run off and grab here. but we're not actually going to use any of them, so I'm just going to skip them
All right.
because we can get them later. It's the like Uchigata, whatever katana. That trap.
I like that trap.
It's fun, and
mean,
you can
now.
just sidestep it. Yeah, now you like it, sure. And literally, all we're gonna there's so many things we could do. Try to do early here. We could try to get to Grave Robber Lige, but this is all we're doing. Thank you. We're done.
Yep. And
So
also from the top of that where the red soul was at, that was a fantastic view. And at some point, I'm going back there in photo mode, and because yeah, it's pretty.
over here, or are you talking about?
Well, up on the ledge, there's a good shot there. I'll find it and post it later.
Photo mode's really amazing in here, though.
And the only way you can pause the game.
It is. You can go like this. Really get in there. I think, yeah, you can go up and down.
And you can do that to your heart's content.
So one of my friends, one of my friends was doing. I just wanted to show a little bit. One of my friends has been playing Miles Morales, and he said he spent equal time playing in photo mode as he has played the game.
You talking about Chris?
No, but I wouldn't be surprised. So Chris has been
posting several of his shots on Twitter, and you can feel free to follow him. We retweet him and favorite some of those. So follow us at TheLanCave on Twitter.
That's right. Now we're gonna. So now that we have, I can actually dump off some of these things now. Swap to that. Let's talk to our buddy.
That ornament.
Ah.
That belongs to my daughter. Then she didn't make it after all. My dearest little baby. May she rest in peace. May I ask a favor? Would you mind giving me that hair ornament? I'd like to have it in memory of my daughter.
Now, do you want to see what happens when you say no?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, yes, of course.
As long as we give it to him eventually.
You're the one who found it. It should remain yours. Please, forgive me. I didn't mean to get emotional.
Just the pain and anguish in this man. I'm gonna give him
I would
the.
be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage. Would you mind giving me that hair ornament? I'd like to have it in memory of my daughter. You're a saint. Thank you. Thank you so much. I mustn't forget. It's not much, but please accept this as thanks. I found it discarded on the main road. It might look ordinary, but it seems to possess a strange power. Anyway, I feel that you should have it. It'll be happier in your hands.
There we go. I love his line delivery. He may be one of my favorites.
Happy to lighten your load.
Yeah. Very helpful. Very undemanding. He's like, okay, you found it. And then you come back to him and he hits you with the same question. And as a dad, that hits pretty hard.
Yep. So we're just gonna...
Okay, it took me a second to figure out what you were doing, and I was like, you're putting away the Morning Star?
Well,
and I'm with you.
And we don't really need it right now. We don't need that either. And then I think we're good.
Rest assured, your goods are safe and sound with me. Best of luck to you.
So we want to continue to help Ostrava, or do we want to jump into the...
I want to jump into the tunnels. I want to go find Patches and say hi.
Let's do it. And while Boletaria, was a wouldn't say frightening place or anything. This is, in my opinion, a much scarier land. Don't forget your
To live as a
lizard.
resident? Yeah. I mean, like, there's not really any good places to live in Demon
No.
Souls. Not
There
even the
really
Nexus.
aren't. The Nexus is nice. I would stay there. I forgot to mention the reason we got the Crescent Falchion is scales with magic, and because we're a magic user and we're going to pump a lot of points into magic, this weapon is only going to get better.
And there are several enemies in this area that have some pretty high hit points, and so it's nice to have a weapon that works with our build.
Mm-hmm. Surprisingly hard hit points, high hit points, but I think that, I mean, you can take this in any order you want, but there are definitely easier. There's definitely an easier order, and the order I'm playing in, that we're actually going in, is actually, I wouldn't say it's the easiest, but it is. It's a nice order. I think it works well. Yeah, Lot. He's so meaty.
No wonder he's so arrogant, because even most things that come up and take him. Also, was it just me, or did it seem like he was casting a different spell for a minute? Like it wasn't coming at you?
Yeah, there's one I think that just projects in front of him, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I just
didn't realize that they had two separate spells.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like a quick blast that he can do in short range, as opposed to a straight up fireball. It's pretty nifty. Hey, one thing I actually like about all the Souls games is you have all these really. No, I mean, not only the environments are interesting. I mean, this is just so vastly different than everything else in the game, and all the different sections being so different, even though they're all gloom. One of the things that I like is the fact that you can, find a little item like this little area, and you go, "Ooh, I found a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes," and that's really great. It doesn't have to be a game changing or the best weapon in the universe. Just discovering something, just finding finding a bow somewhere, or it can be just the little things. You appreciate them because there aren't a lot of weapons in the game. It's not a Borderlands style game where you can have hundreds of options.
So, speaking of options, those who go for pyromancy spells, the two spells that the Fat Official casts are Ignite, and then the other one is called Flame Toss, and you can get both of those.
Well, there you go. The Flame Toss is one that I'm probably going to get very soon. That is fun. We'll probably we'll be getting all the spells, I think, in this, or at least all the spells that we can in this playthrough. Is that? Oh, it's a body. Sorry, I thought that was a lizard for a second.
Nope. No lizards. Just time for dogs.
Just dogs. They're gonna wait until the until those jars are destroyed. So I'm gonna fend these. Did a little bit of practicing, as I mentioned, just trying to get good.
So I'm trying to remember. If you two-hand, do your backstabs hit harder?
Actually, I think they do. Yeah, I've noticed out of habit, I don't two-hand near as much as I probably should, and that's because I tend to grab my shield a lot just in case.
I mean, survival is one of the very important things that you do in this game.
It's kind of an important thing. And
I know I'm not the only one, but I miss the old laugh.
I do too. I do too. It's not that the new laugh is bad. I just liked the delivery of the old laugh. I'm actually proud of myself on that one.
I thought you did very well. Also, there was one time when I was at an event with my wife, and we heard a guy who laughed like the fat official, and it kind of ruined my experience.
Ugh.
But in a
Just
good way.
because he had
You know, the
the
same way
old-
that Demon's Souls sometimes ruins your day, but in a good way.
Sure. Makes you cry.
Exactly.
In a good and a bad way. I knew he was there. I don't know.
For my entertainment, because I appreciate
sure.
it.
I think that's it. And I know we talked about this before, but we definitely want to do a lot of lore stuff and the like Strava. We'll make sure we get all of his mission, if you will. How were we on Mephistopheles? We're not doing that.
No, we're not doing Mephistopheles in this run.
Yeah.
But there is some of the lore and item descriptions, and what I'll try to do moving forward is have a lot of that lore directly quoted from the source, so that you don't have to look. Sorry, so that you don't have to look it up. I can read those things.
That'll be good. There we go. And yeah, let's go ahead and grab some more items here. We're doing pretty good, I'd say, as I jinx myself. I knew it was going to happen.
It always does. Every time.
The frame rate on this is one of the best parts of it. I mean, the game had an amazing design already, but I mean, it's beautiful and all the detail in the characters and everything, but the frame rate really helps in executing some of these moves. All right, now I botched this before. Did you roll through here? How do you do it?
So for me, I go up and around, take out the fat official from the bridge, just shoot him with bolts or whatever,
Okay.
and run at the bridge and jump as it starts to collapse.
I didn't think I had a jump.
No, not jump, like roll forward. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Ah.
And also, there is a position where he can't hit you, but you can hit him. So keep up with where your left hand is and go for
See
it.
if I can. Let me just strafe a little bit here. I'll just do that.
Just use the environment.
There we go. I think that may be it. But just in case, I'm going to hide behind the pillar.
Yep. And do not be afraid to take advantage of the things that the game lets you do. Because a lot of this is about figuring out, your strategy for it. Mm-hmm. And shooting them from a distance. I mean, they started it.
Yeah, and you know what? If he's not gonna move from that position, I'm not gonna tell him how to do his job. So
Exactly.
I don't need to be a part of that. Right now. Oh well, we can get this item while we're down here.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing?
Bye.
Do-do. Yeah, I love the Crescent Falchion so much. I'm like, oh yeah, I have spells. I forgot. That's kind of a mage over here.
Well, and that's one of the things that works really well with this build is that's kind of our, because we have come to a collective strategy on this game in a lot of ways, and I mean, I guess you could be on the plank that doesn't break,
That one.
Well, on the left.
flank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they both on the same side?
No, there's the one on the left, one on the right, and I
Okay.
went for the wrong one. Because I honestly couldn't remember, and also I had not seen it break halfway like that.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not? Let's see what happens. And we're gonna have to drop down because there's another shiny, and I can't not shiny.
Well, yeah. We are all squirrels. So, official's gloves. I'm going to look that up real quick.
Okay.
So, the description on the official's gloves says, "Fat ministers, who appeared just before demons ran dampen in Boletaria and ingratiated themselves with King Elant, oppressed the masses with sly grins. This uniform is said to have been resented by the masses as a hateful reminder to them."
Well, they are kind of whipping the workers over here, right?
I believe they are. And also, one of their other drops is gold coins, which none of the miners drop. And
Which
they have various grasses that they have.
This is true. And I really want a gold coin.
Mm-hmm.
I really want a gold coin. Have you heard about the exploit?
Well, it's the same exploit, I believe, right?
The luck?
It's just the trading thing, and you can duplicate the lucky coin.
No, so you can use the gold coin. You can consume it while you're in the Nexus, and then go talk to the maiden, and your luck will just keep going up.
Interesting.
And so there is a weapon that scales with luck that people are using to one-shot throughout the game.
Mm-hmm. Saw that Video Game Donkey did that.
Yeah.
It was pretty entertaining.
So between that and there is a spell that I believe it's King Elant has a soul suck spell.
Mm-hmm.
So that can essentially get you unlimited souls.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
We're not going to do
those are patches, or those are current as of the build on December 8th, 2020. Your mileage may vary.
Yeah, that's gonna be patched.
Could be. Some there were several things that were left in the game, and some of the hacks are, if you want to play the game that way, okay.
Yeah.
So
I just want to be able to delete a character. Is what I want. Oh.
So one of those little fire guys dropped a Dragonstone shard. So the text for that is, "A shard of Dragonstone found floating in lava. Reinforces straight swords, axes, hammers, and the like. Dragonstone imbues weapons with fire."
Which wouldn't be bad. We're probably going to stick with the Crescent Falchion for ours, but if you have a weapon that you really like, you can definitely imbue it that way. I think you have to upgrade it all the way before you
Yes, that is correct.
switch. Yeah, so you'd have to go to, say, a longsword +5. Then you could use the Dragonstone on it.
I believe
But
so, yeah.
totally worth it.
The Claymore is an excellent one for fire infusing, in my opinion. I believe there's one more drop back there.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
See, this is why it's nice to have a backseat gamer with you.
It really is.
I
Especially
like
with the
how
game like this.
these miners are so considerate. They will interrupt their mining to prepare for your backstab.
I just want to take down the ones with the bags because they got lots of stuff.
Yep.
Lots of stuff. Jeez. get a little look-see. That's just for an area that you could just kind of look away from and not even ever look, like never even look at the background.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I'm sure you'll be doing a lot of that.
absolutely. I expect to spend fully a third of my time just going, ooh, ah.
It's like there's a little city over there, and I don't think we go to that city, but it's over there.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. We'll come back.
It does seem that there might be colorless fog between us and them, and so that might be just an extra patch of reality that the Monumental's holding on to for us. Well, not for us, but in general.
Oh, off in the distance?
Yeah.
It could be.
Because it's got this... Well, no, I guess there is kind of land between there, but maybe it's just more dangerous to go where it's kind of cloudy.
Yeah.
And it's really dangerous to go where it's storming.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you around these parts.
I also like that I can
What
walk.
does it matter? You need a blacksmith? Show me your steel. If not, head straight for the door.
So we're gonna repair, because we need to.
It is
He
very
can
bad to have a
upgrade.
weapon break in the middle.
Yes, and he can upgrade our Crescent Falchion. I think we should do it. Hold on, no, never mind. We don't have any Moonstone shards. Sorry, I don't know why I was reading it as if we could. But that. So we need Moonshade Stone shards. That's like Worcestershire's. Moonshade Stone shard.
It does sound like one of those things that would be really difficult to say 5 times fast.
Exactly.
And
Scottish.
maybe not all
things.
that great translated. But I mean, like, Stockpile Thomas has a very, well, I would say Welsh. And
Yes.
Moonshade Stone Shard. Yeah, that fits.
That works. That works. Yeah.
We had, so I'll tell you a little bit, something personal about my,
Yeah.
but my ancestry, my sister went and got her DNA done, and we're like 97% like Northeast European. Like there's
Shocking.
yeah, we didn't go far. Well, last generation. Anyway,
That's up until recently.
so this is
You have a little more variety in your family now, right?
yeah, little
nice.
branching out on the family tree.
That's nice. I like that.
So there's a clear stone shard, which I think refreshes. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, this is the first really big shortcut in this area.
Whoops. I was trying to do the thing and I didn't do the thing. I was trying to multitask. There's some people who are not only blasting through the game, but their navigation where they're not really paying attention, and their quick navigation through here is just amazing. I was trying to find where the heck is it? Oops. What was it we just picked up? Because you wanted to look at.
It was the mood. Sorry, I was looking at the Moonshade Stone Shard.
That's
stuff.
right.
But yeah, go ahead and.
This is for quality weapons. So if you're going for a quality weapon, meaning so balancing strength and dexterity, so balance, which I think quality. It took me a while for that to click, where you're like, oh, it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's very quality, it's durable, and it wields well. Like I'm like, oh, that makes sense. It took me way longer than it should for that to click in my brain.
Well, there's a lot of things that seem obvious once we figure them out.
You're like,
but
of course
until we
that's
do.
well, people are like, oh, I'm going to go with a quality build. I'm like, what the heck are you? I don't even know. And then I'm like, oh, there's a quality item. I'm like, what does that even mean? Strength, dexterity. I understand these things. And then I'm like, oh, that makes sense. It's like a
And-
really good quality version of a sword. It's not the cheaper version.
So I was looking at the Moonshade Stone Nah, I didn't get it. But anyway, I was looking at that thing, and it says that the Dark Moonstone's power will also cause the user of a weapon enhanced with it to slowly regenerate MP.
Ooh.
And I was unaware of that.
Same, but I like that. Also like the speed of this weapon.
Agreed.
Because you can really get in there. There we are.
Because we have both been killed by those miners. Like, they're slow, but like any other enemy in a Souls game, if you don't pay attention, they will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's another falling bridge behind you.
And now, cast some magic. It's been long enough. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was good. That was funny. Where the heck am I? Okay, I know where I am.
And that's another
Yes.
fun part of, of the Souls experience.
Falling, and then figuring out how do I get back? Is there a way to get back? And usually there's a way to get back. In some cases, you just keep falling and you can't really go back, but you hopefully are going on the right track.
Interesting. So they're not staggered when you hit them one-handed, but they are when you hit them two. And I think that's the difference between being able to wield a weapon and almost wield a weapon.
Well, we have enough. Let's say we have the stats to wield this weapon. He definitely hit me hard that time, though.
I really like the sound of that clanging off your falchion.
Yeah, you can feel it. Like
That's cool.
Yeah, the feedback, the haptic feedback. I know people are like, oh, it's just rumble. It really, they all have a distinct feel, and I haven't played it yet, but apparently Call of Duty, all the guns, like every single one of them, the trigger pull is different. The rumble is different in each of the guns that you have in the game.
I very much look forward to experiencing that.
It's pretty
But
cool.
I think there's another one of those fall if you're not running across it.
This
one? Yes.
Yeah. So apparently a well-timed roll, and I think this is one that I don't know if you can get back to.
Not
easily.
You have to die to reset the level.
Yeah.
But the wood doesn't come back. Boom, che.
Nah.
So now do you know where you are?
Now you're in the jungle, baby. Now I fell all the way down, back to relatively far back again.
But we were able to pick up the Great Club, which is a fun weapon.
So
those
I
of you
don't think
doing
I can.
strength
Yeah,
build?
definitely. For strength build, 100% great. Great for strength build.
So it was the Great Club, right?
Yes, good catch. I hit X way too quick. I'm like, I got an item. That's good.
That's all right. I read fast. So the lore on the Great Club. A large wooden club that is fortified with wooden spikes. Among the larger weapons quick knock enemies back. So I think that's probably a typo on Fextra Life, but I'm going to blame them.
Yeah.
It says, this one is made of wood, making it relatively lightweight and easy to handle. You say that, but it requires 20 strength.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, if you have 20 strength, just about anything's easy to handle. And
Yeah, it's fine. It's going to be fine. All right, and did a little bit more backtracking on backtracking. What's down there?
I do not remember.
Yeah, that spell gets loud. I'm almost going to try to not talk when I cast.
Yep.
No. It's a. I was about to discuss how great it is to. All right, fine. I was going to discuss how great it is to have this hybrid approach, specifically for you find an enemy, you're like, I don't want to fight it up close. Use the ranged, have melee attack a bunch of others, and your mana regenerates. So by the time you come up against your next lizard, then you're okay. And I know that sounds like really, again, it's like, yeah, of course that's self-explanatory, but I played like 100% maging this once and on the PS3 version, and there's a lot of waiting or farming grass, or not farming grass, farming spice.
And it is much more fun when I'm able to bring 2 or 3, different weapons builds types, and so that's one of the reasons that you and I both enjoy the quick weapons and the magic.
Yep, I can't fat roll. I hate fat rolling.
Same.
Like I've been trying a strength build, and it's good for the things that it does, but once you're in trouble, you're really in trouble.
So I complained earlier about the fat official's laugh changing. So I have to give a compliment when I bring up that the miners are much more. It's much easier to identify with them as, yep, they're just kind of stuck here in this world. And basically, all they have is just keep mining, y'all.
And you you mentioned this before. You don't attack them unless they attack you, right?
That is correct. I don't kill anything that's not trying to kill me. Hey, well, me and the dragons are trying to kill me.
Yeah, the lizards. Those lizards just want to run away.
That's true. I do kill the crystal lizards. I am no better than anyone. Patrick, you have found me out.
Now, I was going to put in some, some idea of like, well, they have the lizards don't have quite the same sentience as as these guys.
Yeah. Can you imagine how terrible that smells?
The lava, or
yeah, just pouring water on the lava and just all of this molten rock just turning into lava and steam. Like,
I wonder what that smells like. Like
so that
bad?
would be yes, like burning sulfur, like in those kind of quantities.
Oh, true. It would be sulfur. I was thinking of the carbon. I didn't think about the sulfur in that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently that's where they got the view of hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's what that idea came from. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the thing. That's why it would
one
smell
more
like
over
sulfur.
to the left.
There it is. Yeah, almost. Is it a ring? I think it's a ring too. It is.
Poison resistance ring.
Very useful. I want to say 5. I want to say that's the area that has more poison.
Yeah, when you're wandering around and going down toward Garl and the Saint.
Yes.
So the lore on this says, wait till the official's done with his noise making.
All right. Ooh, whipped me. I'm gonna heal just in case.
Yeah, those barrels are nothing to F with.
No. That, and I don't want to just like misstep slightly like that.
Seems legit.
It's like, and let's just go this way. It's good enough. And I guess I
Made
can.
you nervous.
There we go. Slight sidestep. Sometimes that works. Sometimes you gauge it wrong. Ooh, we got official leggings too.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the.
So
we have the
real quick
gloves.
though, we have to go back to the ring of poison resistance.
Yes.
A soft ring bearing a deep green seal increases defense against poison, obviously.
No.
Made by Gary, a close friend of Sage Frake, the Visionary, who is known for his magical handicrafts. The seal's design is a skull.
The seal's design is a what? A skunk?
Skull.
Oh, okay. I thought you said skunk. I was like, interesting. I wonder, green gets associated so much with poison and like everything. Do you think it's the maybe the connection to snakes, which would be venom and not poison, but still maybe there's some type of trying to find
a
a
very
way.
interesting question.
That's I'm like it just everywhere, like green, red, fire. Okay, that makes sense. Green, poison. Like it just clicks. It's what we, if you say, oh, this is a green potion, you're like, that's probably poison. As you mentioned, this is green. It's green in a bunch of other RPGs too. So I wonder why.
So I actually have an answer for you.
You do. Ooh.
Arsenic compounds were often prescribed to treat asthma and cancer, applied to a skin to improve its complexion, added to drinks to poison rivals, or accidentally mixed into food.
So there you go, arsenic. I was like, there's
Region
gotta be a reason.
sewers, at least that's what I have for right now, because that's just what I found on the internet. I'm not going to bother to look up the source. I'm going back to Demon Souls.
You don't want to look up
I don't want to fact check for the rest of this episode. No, I want to see you fight a giant fire spider.
I guess I'll fight it. We now unlocked the shortcut. Did we? We didn't see those phantoms though. Aren't those?
Sorry, I
Up there?
lost connection there for a second. You asked if we did something.
I want to fight them. Then I'll fight the spider. I promise.
Okay.
No, I wasn't gonna have you fact check. I thought you were gonna joke about not wanting to have your ISP and Google and everybody see you were trying to search like recipes of how to make arsenic or something.
Right, or like how much arsenic can I put in without changing the color? Like that's just one that doesn't need to be in my search history.
Nope. Okay, it's not here. Where was the? Oh well, I'll do it later, I guess. There were black phantoms that I remember around this area.
So right now we would be in neutral tendency. They might show up in another one.
Okay.
But we'll check that offline and we'll see what we can find.
Yeah. There's our area.
I love this boss fight. Ooh, there's something back there.
Something shiny. I'm gonna shiny. Hold on.
See, that's one of the things that I really like about the really dark design of the game is like there's very few light sources, but when you get to see something,
and there are hidden items, but for the most part, you can kind of see those glimmers of light, and you're like, oh, something's over there. I will go check it out. And here we go, armor spider.
remember the body that's hanging upside down on the right. That's the one that you need to be next to in order to hit with this particular spell.
That's right. And I don't think that there is a trophy associated with... Or, sorry, this is going to be a loud fight. It's... Yeah, it's this body, that's right. This one. And we also have to aim up a little bit. Ah. Oh, that was okay. Oh, and then I walked right into it. That was fun. Alright, roll back, roll back, roll back. We can do this. Trying to figure out the tell for the triple. That one. If there was an early tell.
I will let you know what I see.
If you see it. And of course, zapped again. Trying to find that pattern. If I could recognize it.
Good shot.
There it goes.
Well done.
And web should come next. Yep. Oh. Of course, it's fine. It's fine.
It's interesting how sometimes the animation takes a second to catch on.
Yeah, I noticed also it was webbed behind me. Mm-hmm. And it webbed behind me, and
I realized those reached all the way back here.
Yeah. And I was just surprised that one webbed behind me, and then I got stuck into it, and I forgot that that was a thing. All right, I'm gonna guess a triple's coming. Let's find out. Or that. I knew he was going to hit me anyways, so why not? Now we run back. Oh no, and I'm dead. There we go. That's okay.
Valiant attempt.
Yeah. Let me check on the puppy real quick.
All right.
Because he's napping. All right, he is being a good boy. Cool. Oh, what am I doing? We got a shortcut for a reason, don't we?
Well, I mean, that's what I like to do with shortcuts. I'm not here to judge your play.
I mean, it's a fun game and all, but I think I'll take the shortcut. So I've heard, I don't know if you saw some, for those who are watching this later, Cyberpunk is about to be released.
Yes, it most certainly is.
Surprisingly, all of the reviews have said, oh, it's great, and there's a lot of bugs.
Well, the primary story, right now anyway, is that they were not allowing people to use their own stuff as B-roll. They couldn't actually show the bugs and things. They had to use studio approved or dev approved footage. Video, and that is no, I'm not, like, I'm broke right now. I can't buy it regardless. However, if you are not ready to publish your game where we can see it, then I'm not giving you money for it. That seems reasonable to me.
And I mean, they obviously, missed the window of the launch of the new consoles, and that was, I I'm I'm just in awe of how terrible I just did right there.
Well, we're all in awe sometimes.
Press F to pay respects for that. That was
R.I.P.
terrible.
Crystals.
Yep, I was. It's okay. At this point in the game, while I wish I had not lost that many souls, it's not that many in the long run. I can grind that out pretty easy.
And this
Really
is how Souls games go.
Yeah,
And
it's like,
and I remember we collectively have probably lost couple million souls.
sure.
So we've been here before. You can also drop down there where the item was. Take a bit of a shortcut. Because it's a short enough drop that you don't lose any souls or health rather, and then you can just jump over to the. Having made this run several times, I know the fast. Yeah, it's twice max. I just have a really good memory.
I would say that I would say to me, this is one of my least favorite boss runs. And I'm not saying that just because I did happen to lose all those souls to the
Yeah,
guy.
just let him throw his first couple where he will definitely hit the nice, where he will definitely hit the like stay over to the left, let him explode those ones, and then
There we go.
yeah, and then the fight opens up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Make sure there are none standing where you're gonna,
I don't
stand.
even want to talk to you.
Not gonna talk to you. Not gonna fight you. I don't want to hear about it.
I will say, watching speedrunners, that is one thing that does give me confidence. Where that was just luck, by the way.
That was amazing.
But watching speedrunners, where I'm like, oh, if I time that right and I time this right, that's not that bad. It does give me confidence when I have to do these boss runs. Like, I may not speed run through the level, but boss runs, it's like, yeah, let's try to get, because you want to conserve as much health. Every time you're in a battle, you have a chance of getting hurt. So therefore, yeah, maybe whatever path that speedrunner took may be advantageous for you. I think, to me, I know speedrunning is a completely different thing. I feel like it almost takes the joy out of some of the games.
For some people, and the other thing is that speedrunners commit themselves to a game for a period of time, and you and I have a much wider range of games that we get to play, and that's how we would rather play games.
This is true. This is true. So let's see. Take two with 48 whole souls. Right off the bat with a triple. We're gonna go web next. Oh, we're not. Okay. Well, you were gonna get there eventually, weren't you? Oh, really? Okay, that was funny.
Yes, I'm aware. I love the fact that he casts those three and then has a bit of a recovery time for that. So if you can be standing right outside of that and then come back and punish him for it. Well, her, actually.
Sure. Now, do we?
There you go.
I guess I know it's really loud right now, but I don't know if you had any lore from the spider, or is it just a spider?
Well, I will check on that while you do the fighting.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Nice.
I was worried that the web got me again. It didn't, so it was good. Yeah, it got me that time, though. I think, maybe? Yep. It's okay, just pace ourselves. We got this. Dodge this one. What? Was that a tracer on it? What was that? It's like, oh yes, the spider that casts a magic missile.
Yep.
No, you don't. Got me again. It's fair enough that it won't web you, then fire you, then web you, so... Yep. There's a little bit of a break. Not enough. Did it to myself.
So I know that you have the purple flame shield. The purple flame shield has 90 resistance to fire. We might try that.
I put it away. Also, it requires a good amount of strength. But yes, I guess I could two-hand it if I had.
You are correct.
If I had brought it with me, I definitely could have two-handed it during this fight. Got me. By the way, if you're gonna get webbed and they're gonna shoot a fireball at you, why not, you know, do some damage while you're there? That's my tip for you guys. Like this. It's like, yeah, you're gonna damage me. I'm gonna damage you. There's no way out of that one. Oh well. We can run it. We can run it fast though.
Yep.
Could be worse. Could be worse. I'm missing a lot. I'm taking shots that wouldn't land, so I got to work on that. Also, I feel maybe it's just me. I feel like my magic's not quite powerful enough.
It's hitting for 65, and that's a good chunk of health to take away.
Yeah, I guess I just need to just whittle it down, and then we'll get to level up a little bit. There we go. Good tip. Now if we can get through that laughing man.
Okay, yeah. The amount that you're hitting and the HP that the armor spider has, it'll take 27 hits.
Okay.
Mostly what I'm noticing is early dodging on the fireballs. The big
Early dodging? Okay.
So just wait till it's almost there. And that's an excellent chance to do significant damage.
Oh, on the dodge early, you mean?
If you dodge through a fireball or right next to a fireball, there's a good chunk of time where you can do your damage.
Gotcha. I think it's anticipation of. I think the fireball I'm okay with. The webs for the most part. I'm kind of seeing the tell.
Yeah.
It's the triple that I'm afraid of. The others, while yeah, I get caught in a web and everything, it's more of anticipating the triple that's causing me to. So,
because there's no delay on the triple. The triple, like once that starts casting, it basically hits then, and it makes you nervous for the rest of them.
Yep, and it doesn't have a lot of wind up,
Nope.
but we can do it. We can do it this one. Just look at all these bodies, so pretty.
So what shield do you have?
I'm still using the buckler, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
and definitely can send some of this stuff back, but we're not over encumbered right now, so because I have the steel shield with that. I totally could have, as you mentioned, could have brought the purple flame shield since we did get it. And I'll definitely be getting a miracle, the heal miracle after this. Web after this? Oh, triple. Ah, he got me.
So if you're gonna get hit by the flame, go ahead and pull your shield up. It does have 60. It's not complete blocking, but it's not nothing.
Sure. It's almost like, well, didn't think I was going to be hit by it at that time. That's kind of...
But like when you're webbed and you know it's coming,
Sure.
you can. So there's another tip.
Just keep whittling it down. I like to just throw a spell at him when I'm like, I'm going to do some damage, but I'm taking you down with me. There's a little bit of delay there. Fireball, single fireball. My bad. That was just amateur web. Fireball? Fireball. Yeah. Should have shielded there.
Good shot. Well done. Good block.
Yeah, that was good actually. I'm proud of myself. There we go.
Well done.
That's the timing we need. All right. Didn't total mistake, but that's fine. Mistakes happen.
Mistakes were happened. Heroes were set on fire.
It's
Normal
fine,
day.
it's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. How are you?
Yep. We've got about 2/3 of the health down. Looking good.
Got this. I think we got this.
That was an excellent. Well dodged. Less well dodged.
Okay.
About 2 or 3 more hits, and we've got it.
Yeah. Webs. Yeah, we got her. Bye-bye.
Hooray!
Have you done that as melee? Because I've seen people do it, and it frightens me.
Yeah, the spider's close-up attacks are just so much nope. So the armor spider soul is called the hard demon soul. So there's not a lot of lore in the soul itself. It just says that it is the soul of the demon armor spider. And then it says it radiates a strong power, grants the holder a large number of souls when used. Alternatively, it can be made to spells, miracles, or weapons. So you can use it to transform a short bow +7 into a lava bow. You can give it to Sage Frake
Okay.
for
What does
fire
Sage Frake
strike,
do?
and then
Fire
Ignite
strike?
from Yuria the Witch.
Okay. So either way, fire, which makes sense.
And don't get greedy, because if you die, you're gonna lose all those souls.
Yeah, we're going back.
Okay,
I just had to get that crystal lizard.
I know you did.
It beckons me.
My precious.
I realized I can stream with the PS5 while doing this, but no one would hear our commentary, and I feel like they would just lose out at that point.
I know they definitely would. Our commentary and my knowledge is
Yeah,
it's a good addition to the product.
sure. Well, I think also the backseat gaming of saying afterwards, not during the fight of yep, you fucked up, like as opposed to like just saying I noticed this about it and you could do better about that, which is what Demon Souls is about, and Dark Souls and all those. Bye.
Farewell.
We'll keep our. Let's check our world tendency. We or I guess I just want to see what it looks like. I know we're not near pure white, but just so because I don't think we've actually looked at this. So on the bottoms are world tendency, right?
Yes, each of the places tendency, and this I think is a little bit easier to read. I'm just not familiar with it yet. But character tendency has gotten some more light white, however we want to call it. But
White, yeah.
But yeah, it's 45% white world tendency per armored spider and the other bosses. We just haven't beaten 2 bosses in any of the worlds.
It's
or I guess it's 3, isn't it?
3. It's 3.
Okay.
So if theoretically, because I may have tested this out, if theoretically, let's say you kill the what is it, the Phalanx, the Tower Knight, and the Red Dragon, that will get you pure white, and then the gate will be open, for example.
I didn't realize that the dragon was part of that. Does the blue dragon also contribute?
Good question. I do not know. I am going to. So by the way, we have 6,000 souls, which isn't that much. We should have had way more, but I'm gonna. I'm not. I don't want to get enchanted.
To face the demons. If so, please free Sage Frake the Visionary from his cell in Latria. I will help you, however I can. I can teach you elementary spells. Sage Frake is a gleaming hope for humankind, but I have not the power to save him alone.
I didn't think we got that dialogue before, so I thought I'd come over here. Plus, we are going to get some spells, so let's look, or eventually. I don't know if we need Flame Toss yet. Water Veil.
Flame Toss is a fun spell. For continuing through the tunnels, the fire resistance of the water spell is extremely helpful in some situations.
And cheap.
Yes.
500 souls. And honestly, we eventually will be getting all the spells in the game. At least all the spells you can get in a single playthrough, because that is one thing I plan on this character in the New Game Plus. I will at least get that trophy there with this character, because you don't have to get all the things with one character. You just have to get all the trophies at some point. So I'll probably grab all these soon. Cloak, I don't think I've ever used.
Cloak is useful in Latria and during boss runs, but only once we have enough.
MP.
Well, MP and also the spell slots
Be careful how you
to have all the
use it.
spells we want.
Normally, it would
Okay.
not be granted to one such as yourself. I had to make an exception for the sake of Sage Freak.
Whatever, you selfish elitist.
Oh, but back to that blue dragon
Yes.
thing. If you kill it in Boletaria Palace 1-1, it is 30% white world tendency. And if you kill it at the Penetrator Archstone, then it's 45% white world tendency.
Assuming it's considerably harder, considering 1/1, it just kind of sits there.
Well,
So
1-4 at the Penetrator Archstone, you can actually, because that's on during the run to King Allant, you just get in there underneath him, point up, fire, and take care of it.
well, we'll be doing that. Let's grab our miracle. I love this. I don't remember. Had you heard this guy's dialogue? The new dialogue?
Let's.
Oh, you must be another disciple of God. I too am on a quest to fight the demons in the name of the Lord. May I share God's power with you? Do not be bashful. We are both cut from the same cloth.
I love that. Again, representation. It is a fantasy world, but having different cultures, different accents, it's pretty cool. And we're gonna grab heal, and we haven't cracked any souls, so we may actually do some other spending while we're here.
I do like the fact that they've also added like showing the spells getting cast and things. Those are really neat.
Yeah, I think that it helps. I think it helps when it says hides oneself from black phantoms. So I think it gives you a better idea. The evacuate you don't lose spells.
No, you do not.
Yeah, so that's why it's so expensive, but totally worth it.
Absolutely.
We may grind up. I may grind up just for that. I'm not joking. Like that's just so useful. An antidote is also another great useful, and thankfully we'll have a lot of magic and spell slots to use. So it's good.
A miracle is a heavenly act, but spells are the acts of demons, the work of soul arts. They have similar effects, and yet one is clearly evil, and the other is clearly good.
Clearly.
Magicians, in the end, are mere servants of the demons.
Uh-huh.
A miracle is a heavenly act. They have magicians.
Yeah.
And fanatics are fanatics everywhere.
May your deeds mimic his eminence.
I was like, really? Because one uses a stick and the other uses a necklace, but other than that, I mean,
Well, I actually don't remember how well this is backed up by the full dialogue, and we'll see as we go through. But it is my belief that the Old One is what he's referring to as God. So, yeah, same thing.
okay. And I guess in the fantasy, in the fantasy not only we definitely need to keep. So this is the Crisp Blade. We're going to keep that. You said that enhances magic.
Yes.
So we're going to keep that in our main hand when casting. That's going to be good. Just kind of lighten our load elsewhere. We don't have a bow.
We have a crossbow, and that's all we've got. It has very limited range.
Don't let them take it from you.
And the range on my
Hold on. I want to hear that line again.
Hello again.
All right.
I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings. You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Okay.
So good. All right, and let me see if I can trigger
Hello
the
again.
other dialogue that he
I'm
does.
keeping a close watch on your belongings.
If you're
Wait
I love that. Because you can walk while talking to them, and then...
What was that about, running off like that?
Because he's such a nice guy. And then...
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
There was actually a remix of the Nexus theme that got turned into a song by the Windmills that included that line of dialogue.
I was looking to see if he he doesn't sell any he does sell arrows, but he does not sell a bow. Does the Filthy Man sell a bow?
So interesting.
I'll find out.
I can tell you're not going to last long here.
I know that Grave Robber Blige sells one. Why not? We only have 508 souls. We're not let's just try to speed run over to it. And this is grab a since you haven't seen it, you see the cards, and if I want to do a resume or play, so this is what it looks like. Oh, sorry, lose souls. Never mind. It's not a ton of souls, but it will bounce you. So I could say choose the tunnels, hit play, and it says you're warping. You'll lose your souls. You're cool with that.
So basically allows you to skip loading into the Nexus, going to the next area for the cost of whatever souls you have. And
Sure.
like we were talking about speedrunning earlier, that's a pretty cool tool.
Yeah, some people would be fine with that, and depending on what I was doing, I may be fine with that.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
And in this case, I needed to go to the Nexus, so it really didn't make any sense.
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Just out of curiosity. Okay, 11 strength is what we need. What have I got? 9? Oh, I've got 10.
Yeah, because I made you take 10.
I'm just gonna bump it to 11. Good call on doing that. I'm just gonna bump it one more.
Thou seekest the power of the soul, no? Then touch the demon inside me. I keep the candles lit and serve the brave demon slayers who are trapped here.
Serve the brave demon slayers.
Key to life's ether.
Sure you do.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its...
I guess
Art thou finished? May thy strength help the world be mended.
yeah, she's and I know I'm gonna get this slightly wrong, but she's assisting the old one, therefore she bad, right?
I disagree.
You disagree, of course you do.
So Miyazaki's games tend to have a lot of themes about cycles of repeating actions, and basically her perspective that we find out is that she needs us to take care of the demons that are the big bad demons that are out there, bring those souls back to the old one, and then become the old one, the new old one, and then go back to sleep.
Similarly to Bloodborne.
Very much so.
Yep.
So, sorry, spoilers for both of those games. We'll flash big.
I will say I don't know about you, but Bloodborne, the ending of Bloodborne, hold on, let me do this real quick, because apparently
Seems like a good idea.
fight something. And an amazing dodge without looking.
That tree is extremely useful for not getting hit by arrows. My favorite was your bending down to not get hit a little bit earlier. That was great. I always cast on this guy so that I don't have to mess with him while we're having our other fights.
That's a good point. I know that our... And then we'll bump our magic soon. Oh yeah, wrong one. keep anticipating to try to do a parry. Like that. There we go. See that one
I like
bit
the
of
final uppercut.
That's so nice. Oh, did you see the backstab on this?
Mm-hmm.
Backstab's pretty good. And I can, oops, wrong button. There we go. Probably, say probably could be okay with the shield, but just easier.
I mean, my strategy is generally like, if I can not be where this thing is gonna hit, then I would rather do that. I take it back. I had not seen that. That was beautiful.
The dual wield backstab is even better. Alright, I'm just trying to get rid of him. I need the key. And all we're doing here is we're just trying to get to Grave Robber Blige, who I had to look up because I remembered him, but I looked up. He does not go back to the Nexus. And that made me sad. Yeah, it made me really sad. Like not only selfishly because it's harder to get stuff from him, but also like it's almost like I can't save him. So,
Yeah.
you know, where others, if they're in the Nexus and if they're in the Nexus and I make sure that I guess we just need to make sure that Mephistopheles isn't or no, sorry, who's it? Yurt?
Silent Sheep. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Kill him.
So I did not know this, but I was looking it up, and apparently his Blige Merchant's inventory updates after the Adjudicator Archstone, and we can get shards of Dark Moonstone, which is what we need to upgrade our Falchion.
I thought we needed the Moonshapter's charge.
Shard of Dark Moonstone. Is that not it?
No, we need Moonstone shard. Moonchester shard.
There definitely needs to be like a full play out of all the ways that we've mispronounced all these various shards, chunks, and what have you.
Manchestershire, I think.
Yes, the Manchestershire shard is used to upgrade the Manchestershire. Okay, that sound makes this whole process much better.
Get out. Get away. Jesus. All right, hold on.
That spike's coming from the sky, man.
That's like one of my least favorite things in this area.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And I think we're good. I think we're good.
So I'd never really, heal up, but I never really thought about this. But the upper area on here is very similar to the area in Bloodborne, where the eye is coming at you.
Oh yeah, it is. Hey, dude.
You saved me. Heavens, I can't believe I fell for that trap. I suppose I owe you now. I'm Blige, a grave robber. It's thanks I can provide you with useful goods. Who couldn't do with a little help down in these parts?
So I have a coworker who has a very similar accent, by the way.
Nice.
And during our, anybody who works with me who's watching this, I'm gonna say this because you're cool enough to watch my stuff. During a sales thing that we did last year, we do a yearly sales thing where we all kind of get together. Sorry, short bow, yeah. Someone professed that they couldn't understand a word that he said, which I thought was hilarious. one of our Americans had quite a few to drink, and told me that he couldn't understand a word the guy said, which I thought was hilarious.
That is funny. So we're not going to do this, but if you do kill Grave Robber Blige, he drops the Grave Robber's ring, and the lore on that is ancient topaz ring that subdues your essence, discouraging detection by black phantoms.
Okay. So 2 questions. One, is there a way to get it other than killing him? Or do you know?
It's dropped by Grave Robber Blige, so I don't believe so.
So I will not do it on this playthrough. If I do a Mephistopheles playthrough, I think he's one of the targets.
I can't say.
You can't say.
It doesn't say anything on the wiki, and okay. I do not remember, so I will go with what it says.
I think it is. I'll look it up. We're not doing, because we have to kill him. I'm not going to get all rings in this playthrough because we're actually going to try to save everyone. Also, he doesn't come back to the Nexus, so he wouldn't be. No, he could still be a target, but I would lose access to be able to buy some of these things, and he sells some decent stuff for a decent price. So
on top of which, there are some merchants who will run out of various things, and it's nice to have him.
Yeah.
This shrine was used in a ghastly ritual by an ancient tribe. They have long perished, and now the demons have put the souls to work. At least here you're killing things that are already dead, like skeletons and shadow lurkers. That's what I like about this place. Better than killing those poor soul-starved humans, right?
He's in human form, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Better than killing those poor soul-starved humans, right?
Well, obviously, I'm not going to do it here.
Satisfied? I'll have more for you next time.
I'm not going to do it here,
we
but
have a long and fruitful relationship.
We will. I'm imagining that his fight would be a bit of a challenge. I mean, if he's existing, or if I was designing it at least, I would make him, he's unintimidating, unassuming. But if he just hangs out here to make money,
I think you very much misinterpret. Being in human form, he has found a place that he doesn't have to get killed.
Well, that's true.
He only has 650-ish hit points.
Oh,
so it's not a lot, and he drops and just so that he drops the Grave Robber's ring, as I said, and 310 souls. You're supposed to feel bad if you murder him.
Okay, then yeah. I was just assuming, but judging by his attitude, I'm like, oh well, this guy. But yeah, you're right. Just hiding and probably scavenging, literally. Hold on, was there something else?
And he's found a life he is comfortable with, and that he wants for nothing.
Yeah.
Why are you attacking the darkness, Patrick?
Because I forgot that I did not have my shield equipped. Do I have anything around the corner? I was trying to remember where the actual entrance is, because we
knocked down a wall to get where we were.
Yes, we did. A secret there we go. A little bit more maybe. There we go. And okay, so that's how we would have gotten there. And that hurt a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah, which is good, because I knew it was there and I didn't say anything.
So yeah, I think we're good. We're just gonna run back.
So yeah, this was the view I was talking about, with those mangled trees and everything. Like the trees and the falling down hills, and just such a pretty game.
It is. And real quick, circle.
I feel like that this is one of the, like, because when we were younger, we played games and we're like, oh, the graphics were so awesome, and then we go back, and with the exception of Donkey Kong Country, we're usually wrong.
Which is, yeah, still one of the greatest, some of the greatest graphics. Smooth graphics.
And if you have a Nintendo Switch at your home, you have Donkey Kong Country 2 and Donkey Kong Country 1 with Nintendo Online. They do not compensate us because they are Nintendo.
And they never put anything on sale either.
Very rarely. But eventually they become, I mean, you can buy it later on the next platform and it's cheaper.
Sure.
Sometimes.
Or you can buy it on this platform when they're getting rid of the current platform.
Exactly.
You could buy it. So let's wrap up there. In between, after this, I'll stitch it to the end of this video, but I will go. You know what? Actually, I won't do it now because we haven't done the bridge. Next time we'll do some stuff on the bridge, do some other things, and then I'll kill the dragon, and then just edit that part to be a fast forward, quick thing.
So next time we'll take care of Estrava.
Yeah.
So I think that your sign off should be like have her facing the camera, raise the shield, dual hand the falchion, and swing.
So hold on, dual hand the falchion and like that,
and then sadness. Definitely.
Can I can't quick, so I can set tool belt. Okay, that's cool. I can't set my gestures.
So in Bloodborne, it was on the other side of the thing, but we will figure out a faster way to do it for next time.
Yes. Please subscribe and you get to see more. See you later.